Palm Avenue has all of these secrets. You've got these incredible palm trees that were planted, I believe, around the early 1920s. They tell a story. This is one of my favorite buildings in Huntington Beach, and I know for a lot of you that grew up taking swim lessons here, playing basketball, it's one of yours as well. So I'm at the corner of Palm and 16th Street in front of one of the most iconic buildings left in Huntington Beach. It is the City Gym and Pool, built in 1931, designed by a well-known architect named Frederick Eli, who designed actually a number of notable buildings throughout Orange County. Thankfully, this building is on the National Register of Historic Places, so it's safe, but it almost wasn't meant to be. 2 years after being built, the 1933 Long Beach earthquake hit. Thankfully, they were able to repair it. Unlike the school just behind it, which was ultimately razed and rebuilt, the City Gym and Pool survived it. We're gonna go inside today and learn some incredible hidden history, not just above ground, but underground as well.
I'm Chris Epting. History excites me, especially history that's waiting to be uncovered. I feel like a detective sometimes, sifting through clues, chasing down leads, and examining evidence. That's why I've written so many books about it. When you discover an untold story, it sparks the imagination, it connects you to the past, and sometimes it even helps you see into the future. Welcome to Hidden Huntington Beach.
Yeah, I think I've seen old photos in here where you can see the bleachers that were against this wall at one time. And you said that line right there is that strip is where they kind of marked where they would be. But otherwise, it looks, I mean, I think that's all original. The wood, the windows, obviously, the ceiling. It reminds me of the movie Hoosiers. It's like a real throwback field house gym. They shot a movie here recently, but it's been used, you were saying earlier that a number of things have been shot here, right?
Yeah, we had a big movie that was shot here late June, and then we did have an episode from Lucifer, so they turned it into an old school homecoming dance. So that was really neat to see how they transitioned the look of the gym into that.
Rooms like this are special because you can almost hear the sounds of like basketballs from 90 years ago. When you think of this was the school gym originally, right?
Yes, Dwyer Middle School used it as the gym, so it was their main space for any PE classes, their basketball games, practices throughout the year for the school. So it's really neat how it's transitioned from that, and now the city owns it as well. So now we get to program it as any of our recreation programs.
So do kids today have any sense of how historic this gym is?
Not so much, but we do get a ton of the kids from the middle school to come and play. So they are very lucky to have access to, after school they can come and just shoot hoops into an indoor gym. Not a lot of kids get that. And I think too, it's really neat. We get a lot of visitors that come in that went to school here, and they come in just to see how the building is, and they are blown away how it is identical from when they were kids.
I was going to say, it really feels like it's been kept up really well, but the integrity's been maintained. They didn't come in and all the wood, everything's original here.
Yep, everything's original. It's, like you said, it's a very classic looking gym. It's has a ton of history here.
I've heard rumors of little ghost stories and hauntings here. What have you heard here about either the gym or the pool?
Yeah, all different stuff. People, if they're working in the office, they hear basketballs dribbling, but there's no one here. If you look over here, these windows are actually pretty neat. So they would close them at night, and then they would pop open by themselves. So just little things that people have, seen and heard throughout the years.
Yeah, because Dwyer, of course, there's all the stories about the boiler room and Ethel Dwyer and the sound stand there. So it's almost like this whole area here, this whole plot of land between the school and the pool and the gym seems to have these sort of great legendary haunting stories.
Yeah.
Why don't you lead the way to the pool, and we'll talk about the history down there.
Perfect. All right, we'll head this way.
Okay. I think one of the most interesting things to me in here is what happened after the 1933 earthquake. The pool was here, the pool survived, but it was repurposed after the quake. What happened?
Yeah, so the school needed additional room for the children, so they actually drained the pool and they completely covered it with plywood and turned it into a temporary classroom.
So the pool was totally covered. There was like a fake floor put on
Yep,
it.
they put the floor on
And
there.
this was a classroom after the
turned it into
earthquake,
the
which is
classroom.
amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, we had somebody in the Hidden Huntington Beach Facebook group call out that his grandmother was one of those students in 1933, and it's
Oh,
just,
wow.
you know, you look around, you go into even the men's locker room, it's so throwback to what, I mean, it's a 1930s locker room, you know, and it's those great tiles, the original lockers. I love the fact that so much of what's here is original, whether it's the light fixtures or the windows or the roof. It's really been maintained so beautifully. Now as far as hidden history, you're gonna take us somewhere now that very few people get to go to, underneath the pool, right?
Yes.
I'm very excited to get down there, as is our crew. Why don't you lead the way right now and
All
take
right,
us there?
sounds good. All right, watch your head when you
Wow, Casey, this is something. We are underground officially, and we're next to the pool.
This is the pool.
What's this?
So this is actually how you fill the pool. So what you do is you lift it up slowly, and it fills in through the pipes here into the pool tank. And then when you're done filling it, you pull it down slowly to shut it off.
Amazing. One thing that jumps out, I see a school desk over here.
Yes.
I wonder if this is not it's an old desk. I wonder if that wasn't around back in 1933 when they...
It probably was.
I mean, that's incredible. Who knows? That's
Yeah.
a real piece of hidden history.
It's been down here for a long time.
Now, it's a tunnel down here, but like, does it go all the way around the pool?
It does, so you can actually go around the entire pool. It just gets a little bit smaller as you move down.
Tell us about this brick wall right here, what you know about it, what you've heard about it.
Yeah, so there has been multiple stories that the bricks here are actually, there's a tunnel that leads to Dwyer Middle School, and then they bricked it off.
And so this would be the entrance point to the tunnel.
Exactly, that would go to the lead to the school.
Well, it's interesting because there's no other brick down here except this.
Exactly.
It would be incredible I feel like in the movie National Treasure. And you're gonna let us take those bricks down and
Yeah.
actually go back there now? Like,
That's what we're gonna do right now.
I wish, you know, we hear lots of stories about tunnels in Huntington Beach. What does this ladder lead to here?
Yeah, so this ladder goes straight up, and onto the pool deck there is windows that you can actually look onto the pool deck.
We saw those up there.
Yeah.
And this is the ladder that leads
This
to
is
those.
one of the ladders that goes up there.
There's a whole other world down
I
here.
know, yeah.
It's really amazing, Casey. Thank you so much. Kayla, you're the recreation coordinator here, but recently your responsibilities expanded a bit. Talk about what happened when a major Hollywood film crew was here recently shooting a movie.
Yeah, they were looking for someone to teach water aerobics, and they wanted someone authentic. They already picked us as a location for our basketball court, and they asked, because they knew we had the pool, hey, do you have anyone that teaches? And my boss, Casey, recommended me, and I ended up in it.
How cool is that?
Yeah, it was very cool.
We can't mention what the film is yet. I guess it's like a non-disclosure, but it's a big movie. You'll be aware of it when it comes out. Did you have fun doing it?
Yeah, it was a great time. Yeah.
Your first film.
But yeah, my first.
So when your career blows up, they'll point, this will be the very first time
Yeah.
where you appeared on camera.
I guess so.
We'll remember that. Let's go in here for a second.
Yeah.
How long did your scene take to shoot?
So they told me it was going to be about 15 seconds in the actual movie, but it took about 6 hours to
You were
film.
how long were you in the water for?
For the 6 hours.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And now we're like your second time on camera. We feel kind of
Yeah.
honored. There's a movie and now Hidden Huntington Beach.
Yeah.
Kelly, you said you've worked here about a year and a half. Do you have a lot of people that come through that sort of share memories with you about either growing up here or bringing their own kids here? What's it like?
All the time. It's so sweet. Sometimes they have pictures. Even some of our staff took swim lessons here growing up, and now it's their first job. So
I think the history here at this building is important because it really represents those generational family layers.
Yeah, it is a lot of history, a lot of memories. It's a special place for a lot of people. A lot of people just cruise through to see it. Actually, people coming in the comment we hear the most is, where's the carpet? Because this floor used to be carpet.
Interesting.
Which is horrible choice in flooring for an aquatic facility.
Yeah. What were they thinking
People really
90
miss
years
it.
ago? Have you been downstairs under the pool where we were?
Every day.
That's amazing down there.
Yeah.
What's your take on the brick supposed sealed off tunnel entrance? That's kind of cool too.
It's very cool and definitely haunted.
Have you had experiences down there?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's going to set up our Haunted Huntington Beach series coming up. Kelly, thanks a lot for hanging out with us. I appreciate it.
Of course.
If you want more hidden history, check out our Facebook group, which is simply Hidden Huntington Beach. We've got over 15,000 members there sharing stories and home movies and all kinds of great things. So hope you enjoy that, and we'll see you soon on another edition of Hidden Huntington Beach. The city gym and pool has lots of great hidden stories, not just above ground, but underground. But then you wander down here 2 blocks from the pool to 14th, and here's this cornerstone that I've been told the Freemasons placed here around 100 years ago. There's a quote from Abraham Lincoln here. It says, "I will study and get ready, and maybe my chance will come," by a school here, by where Dwyer Middle School is today. So to me, you just have to keep your eyes open. You don't know what you're going to see. It might be a sealed off brick entranceway to a tunnel, a portal that leads to another place. It might be above ground here looking at a cornerstone that you drive by or walk by every day and not notice. So for me, it really, again, Palm has all of these great secrets, but in general, wherever you happen to be wandering, you got to keep your eyes open. You just don't know what you're going to find.